excuse me, invocation and pledge, and then we'll go into the invocation. Anybody want to lead us in the invocation? We can stand up. Okay, I'll go ahead and begin the invocation. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, we come before you to ask you, God, to show us more of your word. Lord, we ask that your spirit work deeper into our hearts, into these young kids that are here with us, young adults here with us. We're proud of them, dear Lord, Heavenly Father. We pray that they commit everything that they do to you first, Lord, and trust you, Lord. And you, in turn, will help them, Lord, Heavenly Father. And we pray for the kids that are here and the ones that aren't here as well, and make every child that we're going to recognize today and every item on this agenda a success, Lord, Heavenly Father. All these things we ask in your precious and heavenly name. Amen.
Amen.
To the flag, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Certified posting of agenda.
Yes, Mr. Mayor and council members, the agenda was duly posted as required by state law at least 72 hours prior to the start of the meeting.
Any public comments?
There was none today.
None. Okay, great. Okay, so we're gonna work the order here on the acknowledgements. We're gonna go ahead and, as per request, we're gonna take item 6.4 and 6.5 to the top of the item on acknowledgements and recognition. So Unique Villegas for Golden President Award and Aliyah Sarabia for Golden President Award. Y'all can please make your way up. All right, come on up. And I believe we'll have their coach. I'm gonna talk a little bit about their accomplishments and their recognitions. Ladies, y'all can stand right there and then look at the crowd, okay? And parents, you're more than welcome to, or aunts, uncles, you're more than welcome to join in if you like, if you want. Okay, so the Golden Presidential Award, the City of Palmview would like to recognize two young ladies from Palmview that have received the Golden Presidential Award for their volunteer services. Unique Villegas and Aliyah Sarabia are both part of the 2024-2025 Palmview Royal Court, serving as Miss Teen Palmview and Duchess of Royal Palms, respectively. Both young ladies have achieved a substantial number of volunteer service hours performed mainly during their reigns as representatives of Palmview. Both Unique and Aliyah have achieved success not only in modeling and pageantry, but in life, as they have served numerous community events and initiatives in Palmview and in their surrounding communities through coordinated efforts via the Palmview Chamber of Commerce. Accordingly, Regina's, did I pronounce that? Regina's Modeling Academy served as the official certified set for the said hours. Unique and Aliyah are to be commended for their work and dedication and commitment of services to selfless acts of kindness that will help their communities and help shape their respective futures, with hopes of inspiring others to do the same and helping this community prosper. Thank you, ladies. Want to give you the time. First of all, if y'all have something y'all want to say, the floor is yours. And we usually give 3 minutes, but y'all can take as much time as you want. All right? How does that sound? So, Mike, we want to give them the mic. And then Ms. Carla Monge, if you want to come on up, she's the owner and the director of Regina's Modeling Academy. She's going to give a short presentation, but we'll go ahead and give them their time and give them the honor to speak. Go ahead.
I'd like to thank the City of Palmview for this wonderful opportunity of being able to be recognized and presented with this award, and also with the wonderful community that you've provided for us, a family-like community where we're all bonded in such a strong way that we're all connected and we can volunteer for each other and be there for one another. That's why I'm here today, and that's how this award came to my doorstep in a way, because I was able to give my helping hand, my heart to the community just as it's done for me. So I'm very thankful for the council, for the Palmview Chamber, for the City of Palmview itself, for its wonderful people, and for growing up in such an amazing community that's led me to become the woman that I am today to receive this kind of award. And I want to thank Unique for being one of the most amazing girls in our royal court and helping me in all of our trials and all of the times where we felt like we wanted to cry and we were tired and all of those things. Like, she was there to lift up the girls as well as many of the other older girls in the royal court, and we worked very hard, and with our blood, sweat, and tears, we were able to conquer, and now we're being presented with such an amazing award and opportunity, and I'm very proud of her, and I'm just happy that I'm able to do this with my community and with the girls who made it possible.
That is awesome. Thank you.
I just want to say how grateful I am to be a part of this community. I feel like there's a really nice community and we all know how to get along, and I don't know what I would have done if I was not in this Palmview of the city. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. This is Brenda Hernandez. I'm coming on behalf of Ms. Carla Monk. I just wanted. Thank you. That we are very proud of these girls because I sent you some hours, but they have been doing a lot more. Not only like in this city, but in other cities, and like McAllen, Park. They've been working really hard, like the whole year. And they're always like at the academy, they're always helping their classmates, they're always helping the little girls, they're always trying to coach the other ones. So they're very exemplar, like young leaders. We're very proud of them.
That is awesome. Thank you. I think let's take a picture with the group and give them right there where the star is at. Right there.
Moving back a little bit? So ladies, before you leave, before you make your way out, we're also very proud and humbled for what you've done and what you're going to continue to do. And we're doing a lot of recognitions today, obviously, but what you all have done and are doing is outstanding. And we need more of that from more young adults like you. Also continue to inspire other younger adults and continue to move your lives forward in a positive manner that will represent not only yourself but your community in a beautiful light. Mr. and Ms. Arabia, thank you as well for raising a good child, and of course your parents here, mija? Why are they we're in the back? Okay, stand up so you all can be recognized as well. So gracias a los padres también, ¿verdad? Que sigan para adelante, y estamos muy orgullosos y humillados también por lo que han hecho. So we're proud of you all, and thank you for everything you've done, and it starts at home. A lot of this starts at home, empieza en la casa, so gracias a ustedes, y nosotros nomás somos parte de la comunidad que representa lo que hicieron, so gracias.
Yes, I also wanted to say thank you to the young ladies for setting such a great example for the next group of girls that are coming up to do the same. Some people don't know, but a lot of what has to do with pageantry is community service, is giving back. So just the fact that y'all are putting in so much hours and going above and beyond and representing Palmview is amazing, and we're really grateful for that. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, congratulations, Aliyah, and I'm sorry, Unique?
Unique.
Unique, you are unique. Perfect name for you. Aliyah, I've known you since you were a baby, and my goodness, you've grown to be such a beautiful young lady, and both of you are beautiful young ladies. But your conviction for helping others is very evident with that plaque that you have in your hands. And don't ever forget where you come from again. And, you know, like Rick, Mayor Rick said, it starts at home. La educación empieza en la casa. La preparación es un papelito nada más, pero la educación empieza en el hogar. And parents, thank you so much for raising such beautiful girls. And you know what? You guys are already successful, and you are going to be even more successful in the future. Thank you for representing our city.
I want to say thank you to these two beautiful ladies, okay, and thank you for representing our city, beautiful city of Palmview. I want to say also thank you for hard work for your dad and your mom, also, and the other lady. Thank you very much, dad and mom, and we are here for you guys. Thank you.
I just want to say congratulations, girls. Just keep up the good work and keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. And thank you for representing the city. Let us know if you need anything from us.
Awesome. Anything else, ladies? Any last words, remarks, comments? You have a home here always. You always do and you always will. Yes, ma'am. Yes, of course. Thank you. I'm sure y'all are onto something other, some other event, and that's fine. That's great. Awesome. God bless you all, and
Thank
y'all
you
have
for
a
joining
place.
us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So out of order, item, I did not mention, but item 6.1, she's not able to attend, and this was just for the record, Marisela Martinez for service on the Planning and Zoning Board. She won't be here, so we were going to recognize her, but we will do that at another meeting, so just for the record. So on to the next item, 6.2, La Jolla Palmview High School Lobo Elite 8 baseball team, and we're going to go ahead and okay, so we have two, right? We have, of course, our coach, mi tocayo, Coach Rick Garcia, and of course his staff, great staff of coaches. But before I do that, I'm going to recognize the team. All right, so I would love for you guys to get up here. You saw where the ladies were at, so you guys know what to do, right? Get on up, and I'm going to read your accomplishments, some of your accomplishments, and then go ahead and, well, I guess they're all bigger than me, so I think they can stand wherever they want. I'm not going to tell them too much where to go.
Maybe they can just face the audience if y'all want to turn and
Yeah,
face the
there you
audience.
go. There you go. So I'm going to read a couple of
Scoot back.
accomplishments. So we have Coach Mateo Garcia as well, and Omi Hernandez, along with head coach Rick Garcia. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and begin. La Jolla Palmview High School Lobos Elite 8 baseball team, which is item 6.2. This team right here, record is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this record is, their record is 26 wins and 10 losses for the season. They went 4 rounds in the playoffs, which was quite an accomplishment. They reached the Elite 8, and for those of you that are, not familiar with Elite 8 means there was only 8 teams left in the state last week, 2 weeks ago. I was following this team on social media for your games, several games, of which Carissa Garcia had it on Facebook Live one night, and I believe they went 13 innings, right? And that was a heck of a game, gentlemen, coaches. And so that was one of the many challenges that this team faced. They also defeated Flower Bluff along the way to the Elite 8. They crushed Rowe and walked all over New Braunfels and beat Smithson Valley in the first game, I remember. And then we went back on the following day, played 2 good games, And like Smithson Valley had a lot of errors that first game when we beat them, when you guys beat them, and we, because I'm part of, I want to say I'm a part of this team somehow, connect myself with you guys. But we made some errors too, and that's okay. Baseball is I know sometimes we say baseball is life, and baseball is not all about life. It's about making less mistakes, right? And so I know you guys know that already. You guys have been coached well since you all were probably wearing diapers playing here in our leagues and anywhere else in the state. And you got an excellent team of coaches also with a lot of experience. And that is unmatchable. And more than that, I know your coaches have a great heart and they have wonderful minds. And they push you. I know that. They push you to the limit. And that's why you ended up where you did this year with your record. Without a further ado, to continue to add, this team had 8 seniors, 4 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a whopping 5 freshmen. That to me, I don't see a coach or the staff or the team having to replace, just reload. All right, that's for you guys and your season. So you guys got a lot of good talent coming up, and I don't see you guys. Our goal, I don't see you guys not getting into the playoffs again next year. I see you getting in there and going 2, 3. The sky's the limit. 4 rounds to your up. It's up to you. It's going to be up to you guys. I love what I'm seeing in the back familia. I know Coach Garcia has always been big on treating each other like family, because you are family. And I know what was the acronym? BTF. And I know the last one was faith, right? Believe, trust, and faith. That's powerful. And if you can put those 3 together, you know, they say that when 2 are together, that's pretty powerful. 3, that's even more. But a team is hard to beat when you believe, you know, you trust each other and you have faith. So guys, proud of you. I kind of read I read a little bit of what your coaches had kind of given to us. Coach, and I'll let you guys decide. Give us the names of these young men and their accomplishments.
Thank you, Mayor. Freshman today here, we have freshman J.J. Chavez. Sophomore Devin Gonzalez, honorable mention in the all-district selections. Junior Rodrigo Duque. Freshman Adrian Martinez, also honorable mention. Senior Anthony Hernandez. Senior Steven Silva. Junior Jaime Cordova. Senior Mario Cantu, also honorable mention. Freshman Jaden Gutierrez. And junior Joseph Martinez. Junior Joseph Martinez was also our pitcher of the year in District 35A. Not present today, we have Adrian Garza, senior Adrian Garza. Second base, second team, third base, freshman O.C. Lopez, second team, pitcher and utility. Also missing today, freshman Javier Garza. He was our newcomer of the year. We also have missing Jorge Garza, which is the brother of Javi Garza, first team outfield. Jaxel Cantu, senior Jaxel Cantu, he was our defensive player of the year. We also have Angel Chapa. He was our manager throughout the season. One thing I would like to mention about him, he was our number 4 ranked student in the class of 2025. Going back to George Garza, ranked number 14 in the class. And we're also missing Mateo Garcia. Mateo Garcia was the MVP of District 35A, salutatorian of Palmview High School class of 2025, and recently got selected for the Texas High School All-Star game in Round Rock. Anybody else I'm missing, Coach?
I just want to ask really quick.
Junior Saul Moreno is not present here today. Sophomore Aroldo Solis. Some of these boys are already out there playing Some of the boys are in Georgia playing as we speak, and some of the other ones are out of town as well. So, Coach.
The first thing I want to do is thank the city of Palmview for the league that y'all have here, that giving them the opportunity to play, to start there. That's one thing. The other thing is that, yes, we do have a lot of kids, a lot of ball players already out, but they're already grinding and playing at a couple of tournaments out of state, within state. So that gives us the pleasure to say that we're not rebuilding, or we're just reloading and getting ready for the next season. So I know some of these guys are still not playing, but they're about to start pretty soon. I think they got tournaments coming up pretty soon, so that helps us to get ready. So first of all, like I said, the city of Palmview, thank you for having this league that you allow them to play as young kids. The other thing I'm gonna mention, I'm gonna make a bold statement right now, put the pressure on the young ones. 2 years ago, we're here for the Sweet 16. 2 years later, we're Elite 8. 2 years from now, maybe one state.
That's the expectation, Coach Garcia.
That's it, right there.
All right.
Okay, y'all wanna, okay, so I think we're gonna do something a little different. we are recognizing you, and then we also wanna recognize your coach as well, so we'll do a two-for-one.
Coach of the year?
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we forgot to mention.
Coach of the year.
Okay. Okay, so I'll go ahead and jump right into the next item, which is item 6.3 on acknowledgements and recognitions. La Jolla Palmview High School baseball coach Manuel Rick Garcia, acknowledgement for the 2025 All-District Coach of the Year. On the item, it reads, Mr. Manuel Rick Garcia has been named 2025 District 35A All-District Selection Coach of the Year for La Jolla Palmview High School by La Jolla ISD. Coach, it says by La Jolla ISD, but I believe mean from La Jolla ISD. Coach Garcia achieved an incredible milestone of 300 career wins. Coach, I would real quick. That was before all these games, right?
Yes, sir.
So I don't know if you kept the count or not, but if you can kind of get somebody to figure that one out so we can acknowledge that if you don't have it. 325, okay, so add another 25 to that. Career wins led the Lobos to an undefeated season and brought home the 4th consecutive district championship. Coach Garcia has accomplished an unforgettable season with a historic 26-10 record. The Lobos made an incredible run to the Elite 8, making school and district history along the way. Coach Garcia left a legacy of heart, hustle, and leadership that will inspire generations to come, and a legacy of true testament to leadership, dedication, and excellence to his kids, community, and family. Coach Garcia, congratulations. Thank you so much for doing everything you do and that you will continue to do for these boys and for the community that you serve. God bless you, and congratulations, well deserved. And I also want to take the time to congratulate your staff, because you got 2 good, strong arms there with you, standing next to you, Coach, and of course, and your loving wife that also supports you through the good and the bad and everything else. So congratulations, and again, Coach, your team is family, and you are also family, and your coaches are also family to us here in Palmview, and the parents and everybody as well. We love all of you guys, all of you, and you have a home here. So that's my spiel. That's my part of the recognition. You want to start over here at this end, Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, again, guys, congratulations. You know, this world is about competition, and you guys, you made it to the Elite 8. That means you guys competed at a very high level. So, you know, having said that, that makes you very successful. So, like I said, competition, not just anybody can go out there and compete the way you guys did. You know, and your coaches had a lot to do with it as well, your parents, but most of all, your hard work and your determination to win. Nobody likes to lose, but you're not losers. Just understand that the other team had more runs, that's it. But you guys are winners because you have competed at a very high level, and that's what this world is all about, competition. So you're a step ahead of most people already. Don't lose that, and never forget where you came from. Coach Garcia, I want to thank Coach Garcia also, because Coach Garcia was my son's coach. And my son got first team outfield. I'll never forget that, and that's because of your Coach Garcia out there. He didn't want to play outfield. No, Dad, I want to play second base. Well, I says, get in line. You're going to play wherever you're needed.
That's right.
Whether you want to play first base, second base, or third base, I need you at right field, you better go.
That's right.
That's how it works.
That's how it goes.
You know, Coach Garcia, Mateo, I've known these two gentlemen, Mateo, Omar, for many, many years now. These guys are very dedicated individuals, and congratulations on your son, Coach. Awesome job. But, you know, like I said, never forget where you came from. You're from Palmview, Texas. When you go out to college, and then that's a no-brainer. You're going to college, and you could play ball in college. And they ask you, where are you from? Don't say, oh, I'm from the Valley. You say, I'm from Palmview.
They know.
All right? And they'll probably know if they're in the baseball world, because Palmview is very famous for baseball. And it's because of you guys and the coaches that we have here, and of course our staff here at the city. Thank you so much. God bless you. Continue doing the right thing. Thank you.
What can I say, boys? Like, y'all had us screaming from the house. I was like, yes, no. Like, you know, it was an awesome experience to even view from home. Congratulations for all your hard work. There's nothing I can say that you haven't already heard, but I do want to hear from you guys. How many of you all played in Little League here in Palmview?
Raise your hand.
Mira, todos.
Okay.
Casi todos.
Okay. Okay. And what could you tell
Okay,
us
and if you
that-
didn't, that's okay. You're
that
here.
could have improved your experience playing here? What would you like to see here in our home parks? Turf fields. Thank you. What did I say?
We're working
Turf
on it.
fields.
It's in the
Taking notes.
works.
So,
Today.
So we're working on it. Again, the city is here to provide a service for kids that are going to be in your place one day. So whatever we can do to make that experience better, y'all are already putting in the hard work, the dedication, the money, the fundraising, all of that stuff that goes into playing baseball. So I think it's our duty to give back to you all, because y'all have represented and put Palmview on the map time and time again in different levels. So thank you so much for that. Coach, congratulations. You've hit many amazing milestones. I know these kids are very grateful for the work ethic that you instill in them, and for holding them responsible for their progress and for their achievements. So thank you and congratulations, yes, to Mateo for all of his accomplishments as well, and all of the young men that got signed and that are gonna get signed. Whatever it is that you decide to do, guys, everybody's gonna lead their own path. As long as you fulfill your destiny, that's all you really need to worry about. So again, thank you for all that you've done and for representing us so well. Thank you.
Well, you start here in Palmview, you grow here, okay? I wanna congratulate all the players, all the team, okay? And also I wanna congratulate your dad, your mom. It was a lot of hard work because those parents, they're the one pushing you guys to become a good player, okay? And thank you very much because you did a lot. You did a lot, and right now you're in high school, but you started here in Palmview, and I feel proud that you guys did good for the city of Palmview. Thank you very much, and I want to congratulate Coach Garcia. We grew together. He was we stay in the school together. Okay, we go together, and I know it's a dream that he wants to be somebody here in the area, and he did it. And he's a good coach. Thank you, Mateo. Thank you,
Omi.
Omar. Okay. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
So congratulations, guys, for making it, where you guys made it that far. That's an amazing accomplishment. And how many of you are seniors? 2? 3? Okay. So as you make it to your next step in life, going out to college, hopefully to play baseball, And if not, that's okay, but just keep in mind that we have Parks and Recs here, and we're always looking for
Coaches,
for
umpires.
coaches, umpires, and blues. So
And pay, we
you guys
pay.
want to make a little bit extra money, reach out to Robert Lugo, and he can get you a part-time job. So that way you guys can keep continuing to help out and to give back to the community as well, if you stay local, obviously, right? And everybody else, just keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing. You know, push hard, don't stop. Keep playing in the summer, all the way up to spring season, you know, and that way you guys can make it to the top level again. And mentor the ones that are coming in, right? Help, let them know the experiences that you all went through as you made it to the level that you guys made it to. To the coaches, congratulations. To the staff, to Coach Garcia. He was my coach when I was in high school, back in 2004 to 2008. He was my coach. He was assistant coach back then. And so I'm not surprised to see him here now. And it's amazing to see him now, you know, because I know this is what he wanted. And I know this is what he envisioned for himself. And so to see it, you know, go through is amazing. And I hope and I wish you the best, Coach Garcia, and continue to make excellent athletes and reach to the top again, hopefully, next year and the years to come. Thank you.
Yeah. I'd like to just add one thing, guys. If you all could stick, we're going to take some pictures with the coaches and, you know, honor Coach Garcia and honor you guys. But after the pictures, if you could stick around, because we're gonna also recognize Brianna Robles. Do y'all remember her?
It was before.
It was before, oh, about 4 years before. I know Brianna. So she went to school in Palmview, and she's an outstanding athlete, and she's gonna get recognized. Her parents are here. She's not, because she's in college. Y'all see Coach Malacara over there, right? And Coach Claudia Bazan. You see Coach Bazan. You know them, right? So they're here. They're here for you, but they're here also to recognize one of their former students who had a great accomplishment. So if y'all could stick around, all right, for a few minutes, and then so you guys can also see what happens at the next level if and when you get there, okay? And one real quick thing, you know, Coach Garcia and I started coaching together about 30 years ago, and he hasn't changed a bit. And I know that he still has that desire to make you not only good athletes, but to make you better humans, better citizens. So when he tells you to do something, you do it. You know, your coaches are guiding you as best as they can, because they want to make you, they want to see you shine. They want to make you like those stars at night. That's what we want to see. We all want to see. And I believe that he and his staff have that in them for you. So whenever they ask you to do something, and go the extra mile and dig deeper, do it. I see it says the Comeback Kids. You guys are the trailblazers. You know what a trailblazer is? So you want to add that to that comeback. A trailblazer, somebody who's making a path, abriendo la brecha en el monte. Y'all know what that is, right? You're making the road. You're going places where nobody's come before. And you're telling the other ones, follow me. Look, yeah, we opened the way. And this college student that we're going to recognize, I want you to see that, what she did in college. So some of you that end up going to college and playing ball is great. And if you don't, college or career ready, okay? So if you go, we want you to go to college and get a degree. But if you don't go to college, or if it's not college is not for you, there's a lot of careers out there too that you make good money, all right, too. So you make something of yourself, because that's what your coaches are trying to do for you guys. Not only make you a great team, which has already happened, but make you better citizens for our community. All right? All right, guys. Let's take that picture, and then we'll ask you to stick around.
guess we'll get in front.
Parents, thank you. Mr. Lugo sitting right there too as well. I want to thank Mr. Lugo. He was standing there in the back. I'm sure you guys know Mr. Lugo. And you know what, he's also been very instrumental in helping. I know just right now, your coach, before I do the next, the recognition, what your coach was, hey, can I talk to you so we can help make we can get our kids to play more ball? So ya me trae. So next week, we're gonna meet and see what we can do to help keep you guys playing in the summer, keep playing year round. It's like a bicycle. You gotta keep riding it. And then you get better, pop wheelies, and you get better. Batting, hitting, catching situations is the same. All right, so your coach is already getting ready for next year right now. So the season, it ended, but it just started again for next year, right? Ya
Y'all
saben.
haven't stopped, right? Since like 5 years old, just travel ball like all year round. That's like to me so mind blowing, but great for you guys and great for us that we get to watch.
I'd like to also mention, I know the coaches' wives, I see Lenora out there. Thank you for putting up with Ricky. Mateo and Omi, you go home, you hug your wife and say, thank you for supporting me, because it takes support from the family to make all of this work. Thank you, Lenora, and thank you, your wives and your family for supporting your husband and the coaches and especially the kids. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mayor, one thing that comes to mind in our workshops, council has told us that they want to do something special at the baseball fields, either on a wall or on a brick, wall of fame, so to speak, of all the products that have come out of Palmview, starting with our teams here locally, leading up to you guys as Palmview High School athletes. And Commissioner Alexander just asked me about that as well. It would be a great addition, or actually to kick off our wall, to include the historic team of the Palmview High School and their
Yes,
jersey.
I really liked that picture that was made with all the team in the front, the Elite Eight. I'm not sure who put it together, but I thought that was an amazing picture. And yeah, we'd like to post that up into our parks to be an inspiration for all the youth that still plays today. They can look up to you guys. I'm sure they know who you all are. So, yeah.
All right, good group, Coach. Thank you, guys. God bless you guys so much. On to the next item, under recognitions, recognition of Brianna Lopez for the NCAA championship title, as her parents are here on their daughter's behalf. So parents, you all can stand up. Rímense pa' acá. Come on over here. No, we don't bite. Bring the coaches up. Yes. All right. 3-time. Beautiful. I've been seeing, she graduated how many years ago? 2018. So you all were 6th graders, 5th graders? All of you here, or in that 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, y'all were in elementary. But she was also a trailblazer. She is a trailblazer. And so I'm going to go ahead and read, and I hope, I'm going to read her accomplishments, and her dad just mentioned 3-time. I want you to be like little sponges and take this in, what I'm going to read to you, all right? And envision yourself doing that someday, doing what she's doing. Brianna Lopez is a graduate student on the women's... Excuse me, Robles. Brianna Robles is a graduate student on the women's cross-country, indoor track and field, and outdoor track and field team at Adams State University in Colorado. Brianna is from Palmview, Texas, where she attended and graduated from Palmview High School in 2018, where she was a distance runner who was hard to beat in any distance longer than 3,000 meters, and thereby having earned the title of Runner of the Year in 2017 and 2018 at Palmview High School. Brianna is the daughter of Norma and Joe Robledo, who are Robles? Excuse me. Who are so proud, excuse me, Mr. Robles, who are so proud of her accomplishments to date. Brianna's accomplishments and titles include the 2x individual national championship, winning the 5,000 meter run in both indoor and outdoor track in 2022. She was a national runner-up in the 5,000 meter indoor and outdoor, and 3,000 meter indoor in 2023, where she was also part of the 2023 NCAA Division Cross Country Championship runner-up team, and the 2022-23 NCAA Division II Indoor Track and Field Championship team as well. In 2019 and 21, she was the NCAA Division II Cross Country, part of the Cross Country Championship team as well. Brianna also competed in the 7x All-American Cross Country, am I correct by that? 7x All-American Cross Country, and she was also named the RMCA Cross Country Runner of the Year. And then finally, most recently, she also won the 10K National Champ. Is that the one you were talking about, Dad? All right. Brianna Robles has earned a double major in English studies, journalism mainly. She has a minor in sports management and is now finishing her MBA. Brianna Robles serves as the editor for the college newspaper and editor of the Sandhill for books made by college students. So these are kids writing books. Wow, she's also very involved in that. She also works for her local newspaper, the Alamo Citizen. Brianna is striving to run professionally one day and fulfill her Olympic dream. All right? So that is, wow, that's a whole lot there. And that's something to be very proud of for her accomplishments as well. So let's give her a big round. I've kept up somewhat with Brianna through the years, and it's when she won here in Palmview first, right? And she was just trailblazing as well. So she's got big dreams, and you got to keep those dreams alive as well, you younger kids. I want to also thank Coach again. I had the pleasure of coaching with Coach Bazan back when I was in high school. I also had the pleasure of coaching with with all three coaches back there, Coach Garcia, baseball coaches as well. I didn't mention that earlier, but it's a good group of young, talented coaches, and they have a heart for kids. I know Coach Malacara was doing the girls' soccer as well, so I know Coach Daniel Malacara very well. Wonderful, wonderful people with wonderful hearts, and we're just humbled to have their angels. Your coaches and your parents son ángeles, son unos angelitos aquí en este mundo, and they're here for you. I'll leave it at that. So coaches, staff, I want to thank the administration as well and the board of La Jolla that allowed all these, endeavors to be fulfilled in your lives, students and student athletes. Do you have anything to say, Dad, Mom? So where's she at right now? She's in college, obviously.
She's in Colorado because she's going next weekend to Oregon to try to see if she can make it to the USA track and field team.
So she's going to try to make the USA track and field team, which is coming up this coming summer, or is it next summer?
This weekend coming up.
Okay.
She has to qualify to be part of the team, and then
Yes.
she can run the summer.
Wow.
USA team.
Oh, is that the Nike one? The Nike,
Yep.
the Nike
Yeah, she also missed the Olympic trials the last time by 10 hundredths of a second.
Ouch.
Oh my gosh.
She had the girl that got in the last spot was a 15:30.20. She had a 15:30.30.
Wow.
Wow. So
Oh, she's
That was last
And
year?
granted, the 10K is 25 laps on the track.
on the 25 laps.
25.
25.
And she won first place.
And that's
Amongst-
not her best time. She's got like a 32 something.
32:50.
Amongst how many runners was she competing against?
24, 25.
They start eliminating each other and then she runs against.
Oh, I
whoever's-
see. Okay, so they have to run like several heats
Yes.
to qualify
Well,
for the
basically,
final.
there's a qualifying time you have to hit.
Oh, okay,
So basically, you get everybody from Division 2 run, and there's a qualifying time you have to hit.
got
And
it.
basically, you can run it, but if people start running faster than you, they start knocking you out.
Yeah,
So basically, the top 25 fastest are the ones that run.
and she won first.
Well, we're again humbled and proud, and give her this is a big shout out to you, Brianna, if you're seeing the meeting, or this meeting will be recorded. Excuse me, I know I stumbled on the first time, but I got it right every time after. Brianna, I don't know you personally, but I've followed you, and I believe a lot of us have followed you. A big shout out to you, and go tear it up over there in Trailblaze. You got your coach raising her hand, so she's got a couple more words. So come on up and get on the mic so we can be on the record for the record, Coach.
I just want to say that none of this would be possible, and I know we're honoring Brianna Robles today, but none of this would be possible without parent support. I've known the Robles for quite some time. Okay, they're a running family. 4 kids have gone through Palmview, and all 4 kids ran. We have one right now that's a sophomore and following the footsteps of every kid that they, all their kids. So I want to thank you for your support. I know that they're the biggest supporters of their own kids. They just told me right now, you want to go with us to Oregon? Everywhere she runs, they're there to support. So again, and same thing with you kids. We could have the most talented kids, but without the support of the parents, none of this would be possible. So we thank you for that.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, parents. Anything else, parents?
I just want to share a few words. I also have the pleasure of knowing Norma and Joe for quite some years now. My son played Little League for about a year or 2 with Joe's son, Anakin. And that's when I first met Brianna. And yeah, like, desde chiquitos running, like, every morning. I don't think they rested a day. Like, it was every day they ran. Okay, so, it's just, it's very, I don't know, I don't even have words to say, like, what a blessing it's been to see her grow and see her evolve, and the accomplishments that she have done is just, and if you see her, she's just so, like, in the zone when she's running, It's very inspirational, and we're just so proud of her. And I know she's gonna make it next week. Like, I just know it.
It was hard for her because
see.
The second year, she's like, I want to go home. I'm like, no.
No, you're not. Yeah, that sounds like,
So you come back and you can find no way.
yeah, there you go. See, so,
That step, it's that first step. Sometimes it's taking that first step. Sometimes I want to go home, and no, you got to stand strong, be firm, and put your mind to it, and you can accomplish. Look at all the accomplishments, and she's not done.
Now she don't want to come back.
Amen.
yeah, she's probably thankful that y'all didn't let her quit, so that's great. And just big congratulations to her, and I mean, she deserves so much more. Can't wait. Is that going to be televised next week?
I'm not sure, and it usually is, but
Mhm.
I don't know if it is this time around.
Okay, well, we'll be
And
looking
also
out for it.
Coach Malacara not letting her play soccer because she's not allowed to play soccer.
Okay, great, yeah, team effort, team effort. But yeah,
They
no,
were in her best
congratulations
interest.
again.
They were in her best interest, of course, always
Yes.
unselfish, never unselfishly. These coaches, they're angels. Palmview's got a
And
bunch of
Corey's
angels over
next?
there.
Well, Corey got to play soccer, but he's concentrated on his run.
Okay, that's good, that's great. Well, yes, well, thank you again for, raising such amazing boys and girls. Tristan también, amazing young man. I mean, it all starts at home, like it was said earlier. So kudos to you guys. Thank you all.
Thank you.
We'll start over here. Peña, any words for the parents and
Yeah,
our
just
star?
Just want to say congratulations to Brianna and a big shout out to her wherever she's up there, right? So for her, best of luck as she goes into those tryouts, and wish her the best of luck. And for you, Joe and Norma, congratulations for what she's become, and keep pushing her, keep helping her, and congratulations.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to you, and also Brianna. Wow, I feel very happy to have another girl who grew up here in the city of Palmview, who became successful, and I feel I want the best of luck of her. What she's doing over there, continue playing or fun, and also you guys parents for the hard work that you guys did and put your child to become a good girl, very successful girl. Thank you very much.
Mr. and Mrs. Robles, thank you so much for your commitment to your daughter. And I had the pleasure of meeting Brianna. I used to work there at Palmview High School back in 2017. And I can remember one morning I was going to work early. It was around 7:15 a.m. Technically, we should be there by 8, but I had a lot of work. And I can remember seeing Brianna, running out there on the sidewalk. And I pulled my window down and says, "Hey, slow down, it's only 7:15. And she went faster. And and that's how, that's why, that's why, she's successful, and mainly because of you guys. Es como les dije, la educación empieza en la casa. El papelito es una preparación, and it's important, don't get me wrong. It's important to get an education, but the education begins at home, and you have done a marvelous job of educating your children, Mr. and Mrs. Robles. Coach Basan, thank you so much for your commitment and your dedication to your job. Coach Basan, I've known her for many, many years, and she is a person that really pushes those girls. And, you couldn't find a better coach. And again, thank Brianna and congratulate Brianna for us. We're very proud of her, and it's like, it's not something that is done overnight. It takes a lot of work, a lot of practice, and I have confidence that Brianna is going to be very successful in life, and that's because of you guys. Thank you.
So you, obviously, you have Commissioner Flores' contact information. If y'all need any help in any way, shape, or form, and if we could, assist in any way, shape, or form, as individuals, please, she's your point of contact.
and we would
See,
be more
because
than
we
glad.
know, like, the competitions, those things,
Costs money.
it's costly. So any way we can help get the word around, we're here to help support.
How you talk about travel ball?
Yeah.
How you want doing travel ball and one woman running?
Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah, when Anakin was playing.
Sometimes we offer our pavilion, sometimes, you know, if it's for fundraising, we'll offer it for free at no cost to raise, so we won't, you know, we'll help, the city can help like that. But sometimes if you need help with other things, you know, get in contact on a private matter with Alejandra, and we'd be more than willing and glad to help, like we always do. All right?
Yes.
Norma and
Thank you all
Joe,
for
thank you
coming.
all so much. God bless you guys, and God bless your daughter. Big shout out, right, to Brianna from the city of Palmview tonight, and a shout out to her coaches and her staff over in Colorado, and good luck and God bless you in Oregon this week, and go shine like you always do.
We'll be watching, Bree.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Do we, wait, hold on, we didn't take pictures. We want to take pictures with the parents?
yes, sure.
Pásenle para adelante, Joe y Norma, para tomar un foto con ustedes. Take a picture. Coaches, yes.
Okay, they can come, they can come.
So we're gonna, we're gonna take one, we had okay, I'll put it like this. We had public comment, came in a little late, but we're gonna go ahead and honor it. So at this point in time, we have Ms. Rose Mendez from the city of Palmview, and the topic is to have her daughter, or to have Rose read aloud. And the name of the selection is called Como Se Llama. Mr. Leo, we want to put it over here in the corner, right there where you're, right there.
Can the camera, oh, yeah, that one's, okay. I forget that one's there.
You ready?
Ready, Rose?
I would like your permission to read my book at the library or Palmview event and read and bring and move forward. I love my city and to promote literacy and farm animals so people can have fun. Thank you.
Awesome. Was that asking for permission first? Or was that the selection? See?
Como se llama? So what else do you have to say? What are you doing this summer?
Probably reading, right? More reading?
That's awesome. I know we had emailed, your mom emailed me. I sent it to Mike yesterday, so we can look over it. I know I got in a little late. We didn't get to go over it, so that's on me. But to see how else we can help, we're always going to help promote our kids in a positive light. Always, right? And you have a home here in Palmview, and we're family, all of us. We're like your uncles and your aunts, your older brothers and grandpas.
Okay? Anything else you have for us? Mom, anything else?
I have something to give to you.
We'll bring it up. We can take a picture with her. We'll honor her to take a little picture on that comment. Ándale. Órale. Wait, I want you to put your name. I want you to write your name there. Autograph. Yeah, put your name, and you're gonna put
She wrote that book?
to
She wrote that book? See?
here
Oh my
from,
gosh.
and you're gonna put your name right there. Here, we'll come and do it over here. Right, I'll take a picture. We all wanna take pictures? Where the mic is. We're gonna get you involved in our library, right there. Yes, I got a few.
There you go. Now we're saying.
We'll take time and we'll read in the, we'll read at the library, what it gets out of that one. Thank you so much. Mom, thank you, Mom. Bless you. I saw them. All right, thank you very much. Read to learn, to pet to love. All right, ¿cómo se llama a story read aloud, brought to you by our Cavalier publisher, Rose Mendez, Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. So we'll make a couple of.
Oh, for like the library?
Yes, we're gonna donate this book to the library, and that's it. We'll get, if you're okay with it, we'll get Mom's contact info so we can bring Rose to do some video. Would you like that? Meet the author. Yes, all right? All right, you're the best, thank you. Thank you, that's powerful. From a public comment to a little recognition and then to something, you know, sometimes when things come from the heart, they always work out in the best light.
Are we on time in the city? We're at, you guys said that? 12 minutes? Okay, so, go ahead.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna, can I have a motion to go into a public hearing?
I'll motion to open the hearing.
Second. I have a motion, a second, at 7:04 PM. First item, open to the public hearing, 7.1, consideration to rezone from its present designated land use zoning agricultural, open interim to a neighborhood commercial district on Benson Groves, Lot 95, and it's 10 acres. That's item number one. Go ahead, Mr. Flores.
Yes, Mayor and Council. So this tract is located on the east side of Benson Palm Drive, approximately 750 feet south of Orange Grove Road. The applicant is requesting neighborhood commercial for future business development on the property. There are currently 2 storage buildings on the property, and the adjacent land uses are both residential and commercial. The requested zoning conforms to the zoning ordinance and the future land use map, as this property is located in the general commercial zone and the low-density residential zone of the future land use map. There were 42 letters that were sent to the residents in the surrounding 200-foot radius, and as of today, there has been 1 letter returned in favor and 1 letter returned against. Staff recommends approval of the rezoning request, and after discussion, planning and zoning recommended approval, subject to a cinder block buffer fence being installed.
All right. Okay, so planning and zoning, y'all, everybody's good. They got all the
Yes.
T's and I's.
With the condition that they put the
Block,
buffer fence.
block fence, okay.
Yes, correct.
And the owner was okay with that condition?
The priority was the back, the rear fence, because we did have a resident from the other side of the property that attended the meeting. A neighborhood commercial, so it's low
They-
intensity of commercial. side.
Have they been specific about what?
No, they haven't. They haven't.
Just
said
keep an eye on that, right? Of course, it'll have to come through your department anyway.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right, if our planning and zoning is good. All right, anything else on that one? Questions?
No.
And really, it's just, yeah, just informational for now. Item 7.2, consideration to rezone from its present designated land use zoning agricultural open interim to heavy commercial on Mesquite Hollow, Lot 36, 1200 South FM 492.
So this lot is located along the east side of FM 492, approximately 1,050 feet north of West Loop 374. The applicant is requesting heavy commercial for a proposed heavy truck business and parking facility. There's currently an unfinished existing structure on the property, and the adjacent land uses are residential and commercial. The requested zoning does not conform to the future land use map, but does conform to the zoning ordinance to provide a diversity of sites within the city. There were 33 letters that were sent to the residents of the surrounding 200-foot radius, and as of today, there have been two letters returned in favor of the rezone. Staff recommended approval of the rezone, and after discussion, the Planning and Zoning Board also recommended approval.
Where exactly is this? If you
So
look at
it's on FM 492, so.
I can see the canal.
Yes.
Close to
So
Tierra Linda.
it's basically, there's a
Right before
canal.
Tierra Linda.
Rudy,
that
what are they
unfinished house
proposing doing with the
there?
existing
Yeah,
structure?
I've seen that house.
Allí.
Okay, so they want to do what is it that they?
A heavy
They,
commercial.
So they want to basically have like an office for their heavy truck business, and then they'll have additional parking for others throughout the city that can park there as well.
Which is a TxDOT road, right?
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
TxDOT road.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But weren't those neighbors, did we get any letters back
We only
against?
received 2 letters that were in favor.
In favor, oh,
Yes.
2 in favor?
Yeah, and that's
And
it,
none
that's it.
against?
No, we didn't receive anything
Okay,
against.
so if they call me, I'm gonna say, hey, you were sent a letter.
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yes,
respond.
correct.
Yeah, because I
Correct.
think they were the ones that
Yeah, because
complained
that
about.
happens a lot, you know, and
Yeah,
Just-
I
that
think the good
other,
thing about this is that
warehouse.
the canal's there, so they don't have really any neighbors on the north or south, it's just only on the
And they're
east
real
side.
close to Loop 374 and the express.
Yes. So
And that's
they
a
hit both
ditch,
sections.
right, Rudy?
Yes.
Yes,
Right
the
next to
south
it?
side is the ditch, the drainage ditch.
Another 30
I think
feet.
Mr. Hernandez owned some property close to that. Yeah.
What about the structure, Rudy?
The structure, he's hoping to remodel it, but to use it more for storage of his supplies. That's what we were told.
Oh, so he's gonna continue building that?
To try and finish it out and make sure, of course, they gotta get an engineered report that it's safe and all that, and then, once they do that, then they'll come and show us plans for that.
So just out of the left field question, if it's for parking, it's parking for his business or parking for his?
Yeah,
For his
for a
trucks.
combination.
Okay.
It's for his, I believe he had said he had like 8, but then there's several more spots available for others from the.
Gonna rent
And
out
that-
the lot.
and then
Yes.
a tax question here, right? If it's his business, if he's running it out of there, out of that location, what's in it for the city? And I'm just asking because I don't know, not to bring anything up. If they're parking semi-trailers or trucks there, right, is there?
Any kind of tax or something that.
Yeah, for trucks or there's just the structure in the property? That's basically what right? Either commercial, if it's gonna be a commercial business?
He would have to open a business for the parking facility.
Okay, so there, that week, and I'm not trying to just thinking about the future, right? Because I don't know, because we're having that ordinance too, where we're telling people, hey, some can and some can't.
and they're gonna look at places like this to park. And we
yeah.
just gotta make sure that we're on top. All right. Okay, that was, it. That was,
Designated route.
it is.
Right.
I'd be, it, good.
You know, it's legit.
No se meta a las colonias de ahí.
Right.
Que se metan acá.
Yeah, you won't have to.
Okay. Thank you, Rudy. Next item, 7.3, consideration for a conditional use permit requested by Abraham Hernandez for the life of use for a mobile office at Greenland Acres, Lot C, on 1204 West Loop 374. Bless you.
Bless you.
So this lot is located on the north side of Loop 374, approximately 300 feet east of Green Road. The applicant is requesting a conditional use permit to use a mobile office on the property. This is currently an empty lot that just has existing concrete slabs on the property. The adjacent land uses are commercial. So the owner of the property is requesting to use this mobile office, which would be used for a sales office and for a business that sells mobile offices to the public. So the office would be equipped with restrooms and would be able to be set up for ADA compliance. So staff's not able to approve this, and we would need to go through this conditional use process to get it approved. So this conditional use permit is being requested for the life of the structure. There were 13 letters that were sent to the residents in the surrounding 200-foot radius, and as of the date of the memo, there have not been any letters returned in favor or against. Staff recommends approval of the conditional use permit with the condition that they meet all other site plan requirements. And the Planning and Zoning Board also recommended approval with those conditions.
Okay. So planning and zoning was all good, and it's conditional. Okay.
Yeah, so they would have to clean it up, do some landscaping, identify the parking and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right. Any questions in particular? All right.
Do we know what business this is? I'm sorry if you mentioned it. Do we know what business
It's
this is gonna be?
Eagle Mobile Offices. They're
Legal?
Eagle.
Oh, Eagle.
Eagle Mobile Offices. They actually build offices and then they sell them to people that need them for business or for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like those little, like, box-looking.
They're towable
Okay.
offices that they can take with them to job sites
Oh,
or
that's
different things like that.
That's neat. That's different. We don't have that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
A little different.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other questions, comments, input? All right, at 7:14, I close the public hearing.
You take the next.
7:4,
When you're gonna approve, you can take them all in one motion.
let's do it. So do I have a motion to take items 7:4, 7:5, and 7:6 for approval?
I so move.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries.
Mayor, real quick here, Mario, how are we doing on time?
Okay, so we're good, 5 minutes? All right, so let's roll. So, hold on, consent agenda. I have a motion to approve items under consent
second.
agenda. Motion and a second, any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Under new business, item 9.1, discussion and possible action on improvements to City Hall, staffed by Mr. Liu.
Mayor, as you know, we complete the improvements here at City Hall. This is the first time that we're actually able to use the dais up here. Change of paint. Unfortunately, we weren't able to salvage the rock that was in the background after it was removed. So this is just temporary. We're open to feedback and changes to touch it up some more. But now our focus has moved to the roof of the facility. We know that there are issues with the roof that led to some of the damages down here. So Josh helped us, our project manager helped us with the completion of these projects with the shoring and the interior improvements. So he's been working on some options regarding the roof. Charlie Garcia, our architect, completed a scope of work for the roof, and we had bid that out. They came in a little bit high, so now Josh has been meeting with different roofing companies, structural engineers, getting professional opinions on what we're going to do moving, or what our options are moving forward. So we asked him to put this together and present it to you guys. So I just handed on the sheet. With your permission, Mayor, we want to call on Josh to come up and just kind of walk us through this.
Good evening. Go ahead, sir.
Like Michael Leo was saying, I was brought on board to take a look at this roof design. The first approach that I took was to engage a design team. So I engaged Robert Kistner to provide pricing, to do a site investigation, do a field report, and then also come back with design documents that could go out to bid to get pricing from the submarket. And then also engaged GSH Engineering, which was a MEP engineer, to design the rooftop units. So once their pricing came back, it was a little bit higher than anticipated. So the second approach that we took was just to engage roofing contractors directly and have them price a scope of work. So I identified the areas of immediate concern, which are basically 6 areas on the roof, dealing with the coping all the way around the perimeter of the building, which does not exist. I think when there was a storm, it blew away. The rooftop units that are side discharge, not mounted on a curb, so they're not ideal for this application, sorry. The standing seam metal roof at the entrance, I feel like it's experiencing some leaks. Also, the low slope shingled roof in the back of the building. It's completely deteriorated. The sheeting is just completely deteriorated. It's dangerous to be up there. And then also the gutters and downspouts and all the miscellaneous penetrations. So I identified the 6 areas of concern, gave that scope of work to the different roofing contractors, and we had pricing from GNA Roofing, Tapco Roofing, and McAllen Roofing. McAllen Roofing's been involved since 2022. I feel like their approach was they were excited to do a complete replacement or overlay. Once I've given this broken down scope of work, I feel like I'm losing interest in them. They're not being responsive. Tapco did provide pricing, and GNA Roofing provided pricing. I'm not sure if I'm able to speak dollars, but basically Tapco is double the price from GNA. Reason being is Tapco's using different products. I feel like they have a bigger overhead in their office, more back-of-house support. Mainly the different products that they're using. So I feel like it's coming down to, how much risk you want to take, what the relationship is with the subcontractor, what kind of lifespan you're looking for the roof in order to make a decision on which is the best route. So I feel like we have different options, and I do have a flash drive with all the pricing. I do have printout copies. I did have pictures that I wanted to share on the flash drive and on my laptop that we can see the pictures on the roof.
We're going to need to take a break right now, actually, to switch the video. And, while we're doing that, maybe we can continue doing that.
Okay.
Do you guys want to see the pictures, or we can? I think we're all.
I've been here.
There's issues, yeah.
But
I've seen the roof, I mean, but if
They
you
need to
guys want to
see it.
take a look, we can take a look. Yeah.
Do we have to wait for the?
no,
So we
not
have
really.
one.
You want to do the flash drive?
I want to see. I would like to see.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very. Oh.
Okay, so what was the total for McAllen Roofing?
I'll just see it later.
I see 36, 29, and 8.
So what I did was I tried to
What's that? What do you think?
we're still okay, I would say, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's a matter of lifespan. You want 30 years, you want 10 years, you want 5 years.
Yeah,
something
and we
like
gotta
this.
see if we're gonna spend, spend money on the roof too. And then here in the next 4 or 5 years, we're planning on relocating. We gotta make sure that the building is still secure, but how much are we willing to invest? And I think that's gonna be another, we're getting ready to go into our summer workshops. And this is gonna be a topic that we're gonna have to include. See how much, 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, 30 years? Because every year, amount of year has a price. And it's important to, take care of our building, whether we lease it or rent it, or whether we sell it. We wanna send it, leave it in good hands too.
And if you'd like, we can, we don't have to take action today. This is just, I know that this is the first time that you guys are seeing this. This is an opportunity to ask Josh questions, and then we can, move on and pick it up in a workshop setting where we decide what we're actually going to do.
Where we can spend more time and dive deeper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have this handy for the coming months in the summer months when we dive deeper into, what we're gonna do with our next fiscal, how responsible we're gonna be with our next fiscal cycle when it comes to structures and, and things of this sort.
Thank you.
All right, any questions?
We're looking at about 100,000 total, more or less?
No.
Less?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because we got 36 here, 20, then the engineering services.
But that's not needed.
That's not needed?
No, that's not needed.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's not needed. That was the initial approach.
Okay.
And some of them are different options, so we don't have to add them all, and that's our total number. Oh, we can do this one for 36, we can do this for 40, all the different options, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
Good, good.
So what's the next step? Like, what's next?
Um,
For City Hall? Like, as far as your improvements?
Yeah, I think what we're going to want to do is have the workshop where we decide on which one we're going to do. The monies that we're using for these that have been allocated were from the bond money, the certificates of obligation, the CO funds, right? We haven't done any major expenses to that because we're waiting on the fire station. The fire station is a huge one. So if we can wait a little bit, let's see what the fire station comes in, what those bids are, then we know, okay, what do we have to work with after that? And that's right around the corner as well. As a matter of fact, we'll be discussing that later, but since it's okay right now, we're functioning fine. The biggest thing was the shoring up, the stabilization. So again,
And that's done?
And that's been done and completed in here. So, again, we can, table the item for a workshop.
No action,
Yeah.
but just hold on to it, because we're gonna come back to this here, we're June already, man, we
Oh,
start
yeah,
July.
right around the corner.
In the next 3 weeks, we're gonna bring in, and we can spend 3, 4, 5 hours like we do normally. We'll usually have like 4 workshops from, late June into August and September, where we really go in and dive deep into all of these needs and wants, and separate the wants from the needs, and then prioritize them
So
according
right
to.
now, whatever got improved, it's okay to sustain any, because we're in hurricane season. Is it in good shape to withstand storms that we are probably gonna see soon?
Good question. That's a good
Structurally,
question,
yes,
'cause we
we've
don't know
addressed
what.
that concern. But there are some items that can use a little bit of attention.
Yeah, we could probably see leaks again, for example.
Yeah.
But the structure, the stability, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so when he said, good point, you said leaks, the leaks are coming not just on the roof the roof because of the roof, it's where the joint, or the ceiling
Where the ACs are.
from the air conditioned units.
Yeah, it's the
That's where
coping,
most of
the
this.
standing
that's
seam
where-
metal roof, the rooftop units, the shingled roof in the back.
Correct.
gutters
It's not
and
that the roof
downspouts.
itself is just,
The roof is fine. Yeah,
but it's
just
where the unit's at,
Correct.
right in and around there, that we need to, get.
Other joint conditions.
Flashing the side, all around, is missing the flashing. I think that one of the reasons why.
Yeah, we did the
Correct.
flashing
You did
already.
the flashing? Yeah?
We did the flashing here, didn't we, at the top?
No.
Or what do you call that stuff on
No.
the top?
Coping, the
Coping?
coping on the parapet wall?
Coping?
Coping.
Yeah, none of the coping has been done, right?
Correct.
No.
So what is that we put up here? That was missing?
I don't
It's
know if they
it's
ended
there,
up doing
it's
that.
shiny.
Is it like a flashing?
Call it flashing.
Did they put this section of the
Yeah.
west side, coping parapet on this side? Did they put
Where
this
the
section
water
only?
would rain, there was
Or
nothing,
no?
and the water would rain and it would drip and cause all this
Okay.
hemorrhaging here, water.
There might have been a section done already,
Yeah, I
but
haven't
it's a
seen it.
small section of what it actually. Mayor, they fixed the wall.
The wall, but at the top.
Aluminum. It sounds like they haven't.
Pero en la tab, una lámina que lleva.
They did it.
Okay,
yes.
so they just
is it called,
basically did
Josh?
from this corner back,
Okay.
and that's it.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's, you can see it. I mean, it
Okay.
was maybe halfway at one point, the wind blew, I don't know when, but the wind blew it, but it was done all the way to the back. So that's gonna help, it's gonna stop the water from penetrating. That side had it, the PD side had it. This side, most of it was gone. But it, I forgot GEA or AG or.
GNA,
GNA Roofing?
they're the ones that are doing that
I'm not sure. They've given pricing for the repairs, but
ones
I'm
that
not
did the
sure
repairs
when or
at
who did the coping on there.
And we got somebody to do the, just the exterior walls, starting with the paint and the, what do you call it, the, Yeah, that.
Monterey.
Stucco.
The stucco.
But they also
At the
did
same
that-
time, while they were there, they made some minor improvements to
Yeah,
what I think what Mayor's alluding to.
That's the part.
Yeah.
That's gonna help to keep the walls from.
Well, we need to make sure we get that, the work that was done.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, as long as we're keeping them updated, I guess, with all the improvements, so that you're aware, you know, where we are.
So Josh, does the GNA roofing proposal take care of all water intrusion
Yes. For the
Okay.
6 immediate areas of concern, yes.
for the 40,000?
Yes.
Wait, and then in your experience, you know, price for the penny, or what is it called, bang for the buck on this, is it, you know, is that a good price?
Is it reasonable,
We got
based
three
on the scope of
quotes,
work?
Or we got,
It would solve the issue. The question would be for how long.
He's saying the
There's other
difference is the
products.
lifespan, right? Like how
Correct,
long
because there
it'll
would be
last.
other products out there that cost more, that would last longer, and I feel like that's what TAC would be including.
exactly,
So it's how long of a lifespan are we really looking for?
let's dive into it.
Has anyone given their opinion on what the life expectancy is for the current field roofing material that's up there now?
For what's out there right now, I think they said probably another, if I remember correctly, maybe 5 years, 10 years, somewhere around there.
Somewhere on that? Because then that could be revisited at a later.
We can't
Time
ignore it, though.
for
We
the
need to
actual
eventually
flat roof area.
Come back.
Yeah.
But
Well,
gotta
we have the option of
prioritize.
either just patching it or replacing it all. I think that's
That's
where
the
we're at.
question that we
Yeah,
need to come back.
and we can
That's
do
what
that
we
at
need
the
to look at
workshop.
further.
We'll talk about that at the workshop. Right now, our primary concern is the fire station.
Yeah.
And how are we
that
handling
right,
those leaks
Mr. Alanis?
from the units?
We'll have to table, I think we need to table it.
So, no,
Are we going to try and fix that?
I think that's gonna be part of the options that we need to look at.
Okay.
What's around the rooftops?
Yes, yeah, that would clean all the units, all the side discharge units, they would clean them off, power wash them, reseal everything brand new.
Is that costly to do?
That's included in the
It's
40.
Oh, that's
included in the 40?
included.
Yeah, that's included in the 40 from GNA.
But really, that's the only place we're getting leaks from. So maybe we should do that part.
Also, my understanding, there's also leaks from the coping along the parapet wall.
Correct.
The standing seam metal roof in the front, the low sloped shingled roof in the back, that should not even be shingles because the slope is too low. So it should be like a bit modified roof or a TPO roof instead of shingles.
I mean, yeah, we just take a deeper dive at, you know, because we can
Yeah,
be.
I'd like to,
Okay, so are we okay right now? Can I have a motion to take no action at the moment, but of course, bring this item back when we have our first budget workshop? All right, can I have a motion?
I motion to table.
I second.
I have a motion, a second.
Table?
But we're no action.
Yeah, take no action.
Oh.
No action?
Table and bring it back on the next agenda. Okay, just take no action. Unless you want it to be on the next agenda.
No,
No.
no action.
We're gonna bring it back.
No action now,
So,
but we will eventually.
okay, so then we
No
just,
action.
no action.
No action.
No action. Exactly.
So we have a motion, take no action, and a second.
Yeah.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Great, thank you.
motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Next item, under new business, discussion and possible action on park improvements.
Mayor, real quick, Josh, where are you gonna be leaving? We have one more item for you. But this one real quick here, I just passed out a handout here, you see on park improvements. This shows, again, we borrowed about $150,000 to do it towards park improvements. What you see to the right of what we've spent so far, we're at about a little under 60,000, leaving us about 90. The biggest expense that's still pending is the repairs to the roof repairs. Coincidentally, I know you guys have been asking, we've had Mr. Lugo look into, turf for the facility. It's very expensive. When we first looked into it, it was about $200,000 just for one field. So that's what some of the other cities were spending. Edinburgh, and I think San Juan has some as well. We got the batting cages relocated, and we were able to get some turf to put there inside the batting cage. So Jesse Basaldua was able to get a proposal for just doing some turf-like flooring or ground for one infield, and that's the second page you see behind you. And surprisingly enough, it came in at 19.5.
That's just for the infield.
Just for one field, for one infield, and I think the batter's box, maybe the batters, or some other little sections, some small sections.
Yeah, but we gotta dive deep into that one too, because is that gonna be, okay, is that just the turf itself? Who's gonna level it? We gotta get some sand underneath it, there's other things that are gonna probably, but I think we can, I don't know if 19 covers just leveling it, all that's where's the water gonna go to when it rains, all that stuff. But bring them on, let's talk to them, and maybe we can do something, I don't wanna say creative, but we can explore options, cost-saving measures, but to leave something as good as what these other cities have.
Okay. So with that, again, same thing with this item, we can take no action, move on and.
Michael, really quick, you said it's like turf, or what does that mean?
I think it'd be good if we could get
Because I
them
don't
to
want
answer
to
that.
bring
because
in like.
You figure 200,000 and now
something.
you're at 19, so there is a significant difference in terms of pricing. So we would want to understand what are these differences?
Yeah.
So I think it'd be good to bring them in to answer that question.
Can we bring this company, who is the rep for this company?
Chava
His name's
Construction.
Salvador.
Chava, well, let's bring Chava in and let's see if we can have a conversation and go over all the, because this is, I mean, wow.
Yeah, that's a
But-
huge savings, but
At
I
what
would not want
expense?
to,
Yes. A
yeah, I
huge
would
savings
not
at what
want to
expense?
put, algo
Al rato nos
que-
salemos que, espérate, pues it doesn't include.
Yeah.
Lo barato sale
We'll
caro.
have to look at some
Yeah, because
past
our kids are gonna be
projects,
on
So
there,
let's bring
they're gonna be
Chava
sliding
in
on there,
and
it's
see
let's,
not
what he's
gonna
done in
be
the past.
Okay, and let's get more
But-
in-depth about all those other things that go on underneath the turf that will make it.
This will get us started, though.
Yes, yeah, this is good though.
See.
Yeah, okay, will do, sir.
Okay, so do I have a motion for no action, also on 9.2?
No action, I motion to take no action.
Mike,
Second.
I have a question. What's wrong with our septic tank?
Oh, it
There we
had
go.
to be replaced. That's an expenditure that we already expended. It was the flooding that they were getting backed up too many times, so right by the pavilion, just next to the pavilion, we had to remove them, replace them, put new tanks, put new plumbing, and those were the
We
expenditures.
did some in-house, Marcelo's crew helped a lot over there with septic also. I know that they were involved on that one, thank you.
So you already did the
Unexpected
pits
expense.
also, barbecue pits?
Yeah, we did put new barbecue pits throughout,
and
welding,
maybe-
especially welded.
Great.
Awesome, it's great.
Okay, so I had a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Any other questions, Mr. Ramirez?
No, we're good.
I know we painting upgrades, I know there's some other stuff too that we want to do to the pavilion.
Scoreboards, still no scoreboards?
They say no, we haven't seen them.
Sorry.
We'll go put it up there with a chalk.
No, but we're gonna get some, yeah, we're gonna get some.
I want one
Next
too.
item, item 9.3, discussion and possible action regarding a resolution for providing for the appointment of 2 members of the Planning and Zoning Board. Sent by Mr. Rudy Flores.
Yes, Mayor and Council, so Planning and Zoning Board Member Marisela Martinez resigned from the board, and member Joel Mendiola his term will be expiring on June 25th of this year. So Mr. Mendiola has expressed interest and he would like to continue if approved. So we would need two appointments for the Planning and Zoning Board.
Okay, so at this point, we can, I think we're all okay with Mr.
Mr.
Mendiola.
Mendiola? Absolutely.
And then we can we get a name to be announced of Mr. Legal, Mr. Eric, Mr. Flores? We have two names. One is gonna stay, the other one vacated for item 9.3. So we want to nominate, I'm gonna
One
entertain
or
a
two?
motion to nominate
One
Joel.
additional.
One addition.
If you want to keep Joel, then it's one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Right.
then one. Okay, so we'll keep Joel. So can I have a motion to wait, hold
I
on.
so move to continue with Mr.
Joel,
Joel Mendiola.
renominate
We
Joel.
renominate Joel.
However, do we have a name right now? And nominate a new name, but do we have a name right now?
Anyone interested? Let you know.
See, so how would that,
Received any
Hold up.
how would that,
You just nominate Joel at this time.
okay, nominate Joel at this time. And then for the next meeting, if we have somebody in mind, give them to Mr. Leo so that we can go ahead and proceed with assigning somebody. Okay, so I'll take Mr. Ramirez's motion to recommend Joel, and then pending a name for the next meeting for a planning and zoning board. I'll go ahead and second that. Any questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Names, get them to Mr. Leo if you have recommendations, okay? Before the end of next week. Item 9.4, discussion and possible action to approve the final plat for Iglesia Bautista Fundamental Vereda subdivision. Mr. Flores,
Yes, so this is just a one lot subdivision. Planning and Zoning Board has voted to approve the final plat for subdivision.
I'll make a motion to
Second.
approve. Motion a second. Questions?
That's that place over where they knocked that house down, no?
Yes.
Right here, right by
On
Benson
Boarding
Hall.
Chapa.
No, this
Sí,
is
Berea Church,
Wait.
sign.
on the east side of Benson Palm.
Right.
Yes.
Sí,
Yes,
Yes.
right there.
yeah, next door where Artemio used to live, yeah. Next to it.
Right.
Really, thank you.
So we got a couple more.
Thank you. Yeah, we're bringing a church, and Temio Chapa's been very instrumental
Yes.
and very passionate about bringing this something good that's going to give to the community. All right, so we'll have a motion a second, and we just double checking. We voted. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item. 9.5, discussion and possible action to approve the preliminary plat for Benson Palm Estate subdivision. Mr. Flores, go ahead.
So this is a three-lot subdivision. We're recommending approval of the preliminary plat. We have to submit the comments to the developer.
Okay, so, motion, do I have a
Second.
I have a second. Questions? All right, here's where the questions can come in. Is this where, this is not the battery storage?
This is the rezone that was done earlier. That was rezoned to
okay,
neighborhood
yeah.
commercial.
Commercial.
Yes, that's the
Got
same
it.
location.
All right.
Neighborhood commercial?
Neighborhood commercial, so,
So like it's a business within, like,
yeah, like
where
there's
people live?
neighborhoods around it, but it's a less intensive, you can't do like a mechanic shop there.
Uh-huh.
So it's more office space and stuff like that.
oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
All right, do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second? I'll second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 9.6, update on Vexus Fiber construction project in the city of Palmview.
So
Go ahead.
Vexus has started construction. Right now, they're working on South Lahoma, Viento Tropical, and La Camelia area. And then they have they have one crew at each of those locations, and then they have two crews on Benson, Palm, and Business Center. So they have sent letters to residents that they are starting construction. So they'll be, once they have 3 active permits. Once they get more, there could be up to like 10 different contractors working in the area. And they're hoping to have this completed like in maybe 4 months.
So this
for
is
all
a fiber optic,
Yes,
Correct.
the company's doing a new fiber optic in the area.
and is this everywhere in the city, or is this just certain sections or areas of the city?
We've seen most of the plans, and to me, it's gonna be at least like 95% of it.
95%?
Yeah, we haven't seen all the plans, but from what they
This is
said,
I have a
it
question
should
on a
cover
specific
everything.
road, but
starting point.
yeah, I'll ask you
Yes.
on that one later. 'Cause
That's good.
So how about Benson? Benson, La Homa, north and south? Be taken care of?
Yes, from what they say, we should be almost 100% covered here in the city.
Okay, all right.
And what does that offer the community, or what is that?
Right now, it's fiber.
Like underground
internet. Yes, underground
wiring,
fiber.
right?
They would connect to their homes.
Okay.
So they would get the opportunity, I guess, competition for
Uh-huh.
other provider in the area.
Got it.
And it would be directly with this company, the service?
Yes.
Vexus.
Yes, with Vexus, yes.
We'd like to see them in our workshop, like to see what they're offering and see how they could help us, maybe with our library, you know? We're working with them and see if they can work with us
Contact you can call.
too.
So right now, they're giving notices to all the property owners, let them know, you know, so to the public, we say, if you see people working out there, they're gonna keep, people's right of ways and at some point need access to within their property, so they're gonna be talking to them. So we expect a lot of calls and a lot of questions, but they're doing a good job about getting the word out there, sending them notices, they put signage on their doors, they'll put signage on their property as well to let them know. But we should expect to see a lot of activity in the upcoming weeks.
But this is good. This is good for our kids, you know, for schools. And, you know,
See, we can bring them in,
business is a
Mr.
win-win
Leo.
situation.
Get them in to our next, not meeting, but our workshop, to get them in there so we can see how we can, you know, we can help build our community together, right? All right, next, this is an update item. That was an update. Thank you, Mr. Flores. 9.7, discussion of possible action on the interlocal agreement for Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office and the City of Palmview, the Auto Theft Task Force. Staff by our chief.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council. So this Auto Theft Task Force, it's grant funded, and the one spearheading it is the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office, of course, in conjunction with other local agencies. I believe there's only 2 local agencies on board with this task force. We were approached and asked if we wanted to be a part of this, not only because we have an incline of motor vehicle thefts and vehicles, as you all see on the news all the time and everything with the trucks and all that, including our city here. The good thing about this grant is it's an 80-20, so we only pay 20% of salary, fringe, equipment, training, everything that I've listed that I submitted to the grant. It was a total of $265,421, and the city only has to match $44,238 of that. So that includes, vehicle side. It's a good
Take it.
for us.
Theft Task Force.
Yes.
And I don't know if this is a dumb question, but do we have a problem with auto theft here?
We do.
We do?
We do.
Yeah.
We do, and I will also emphasize, these 2 personnel are already existing personnel within our agency. They're assigned to Criminal Investigations Division. They are not gonna be at the Sheriff's Office full-time. They are still dedicated to our agency. They still work their regular cases. Of course, it's more streamlined into motor vehicle theft cases, burglary of vehicle cases, and I think they only report once a week for briefings at the Sheriff's Office with all the agencies, and then, of course, engage in any task force operations throughout the county.
Where are we getting the 44,000?
We're already paying for it, actually. These are current employees of Palmview that we're paying for, so in essence, we're getting assistance to help pay a portion of their salaries for it.
I so move to approve.
I'll second. Any questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, chief. Keep on keeping on.
Do we have any plans for that 265?
So, yes.
Salaries?
The what?
Salaries, maybe?
Yeah, so the biggest savings we'll have is, of course, on salary and fringe on these 2 detectives. The other thing that I've included there is also a license plate reader trailer to have in our city, on our freeways, to assist with these motor vehicle thefts. Also is 2 pickup trucks to be assigned to these detectives. Their travel and training and auto theft related trainings, and other various equipment that I was able to throw. I threw in as much as I could, so. Good.
The license plate reader trailer, that one's gonna be able to like scan it and
Yes, it's like you've seen in other cities, or when the vehicle passes by, it's reading thousands of plates a second, actually, or, you know.
Oh, okay,
So,
great.
yeah.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Motion carries. Any other questions? Good, thank you. Item 9.9, discussion possible action to purchase one Chevrolet Police Tahoe from Sam's Auto Group.
Did we do 9.8?
No, you skipped that.
Oh, excuse me, I circled, okay. Discussion possible action on the purchase of 2 vehicles through OLS, okay?
Mayor, for
Operational
9.8, legal would ask you to entertain a motion to take this item to executive session.
9.8?
9.8.
Okay, can I have a motion?
I motion to take 9.8 to executive session.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor? Somebody say aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. 9.9, discussion possible action on the purchase of one Chevrolet Tahoe from Sames Auto Group through the Interlocal Purchasing System tips. Staffed by Mr. Chief or Police Chief.
Yes, this is,
Trevino.
one police vehicle that we requested to add to our fleet, as we're kind of siphoning out the older fleet that we have. And this one vehicle, we went through the Sames Government Fleet Sales, who are a TIPS co-op. And as a matter of fact, you know, even though they're co-op, Mr. Leo still requires us to obtain 3 quotes. And surprisingly, they came in actually under other dealerships that are not co-ops or anything. So they're about $2,000 to $6,000 cheaper than the other quotes.
Motion?
I motion to approve.
Second.
Second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Question, money, where are we getting that money?
Does he have a
I need
budget?
to know. Inquiring money.
No, we're looking at 2 options, either financing or using some of the CO funds that we have. It won't impact from this current
Keep us
budget.
updated.
Item, thank you for the update. Item 9.10, discussion of possible action, amending Resolution 2025-10, are providing for the change to the regular meeting schedule, effective Tuesday, June 17th. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Tuesdays.
It's up for discussion, Mayor. As y'all recall, we modified the schedule to accommodate Commissioner and our legal counsel here as well. So this is just an item, if we're ready to revisit that topic, or do we need more time? And if we do want to change it, what do we want to change it to? It's up, again, it's open for discussion.
I'm good with Tuesdays, I'm good with Thursdays. It's,
So, we're putting them back at Tuesdays.
If
what
you'd
this
like
is.
to, if you'd want.
Yeah,
yeah, got it.
back to Tuesday?
Okay, so
Back to Tuesday.
do I have
Yeah,
a motion
I'm
to?
motion to approve.
Motion
Second.
to
That's the
approve.
first and third.
Awesome.
I have a motion and a second to approve to resume to the
Let's go back.
regular
Tuesday.
Tuesday meeting.
Tuesday meetings.
And it's the first and the last,
First and third.
first and third.
And it's at 6 o'clock, and the MBB has started meeting at 5:30. I don't know if that's too early for you guys, but it's another option as well. Start earlier, finish, get out a little bit earlier, so right after work. And it's easier for staff to not have to stick around for so
Yeah,
long as
también.
well.
What days do the MVD have?
Well, right now. I
They
think,
do it on
Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
you okay with?
6 is fine, unless you guys want to move it. But 6 is fine.
I'm good. Whatever the
Wait,
council wants.
I'm fine with either one. Para que sea-
They're back to back.
¿En los viernes?
¿Está bien?
Okay, so let's look at
I have no
5:30.
preference.
More time?
Monday?
No, we're good. Yes, sir, Mr. Flores.
Would the staff like 5:30 instead?
I'm sure the
Yes?
staff would like it. Yes.
Then let's support them with
Show of
that.
hands.
Yeah, okay,
Okay, that's,
okay.
All right.
Staff might want just one
that'll
meeting.
work, yeah. Okay.
But that's not an item.
5:30
How do we do that?
and
Or
Tuesdays.
we just change it?
It's a good question.
Because it's not an item, how do we approve
Well,
that?
it's, the item, Ms. Annette, it was the resolution, right now, our standing resolution calls for meetings first and third Tuesday at 6 PM, or just a first and third Tuesday? Is it specific to time? Okay, then if it's not specific to time, then I think we're okay. Then
Okay.
we have that.
All right,
Let's get it right.
all right. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 9.11, presentation of monthly reports.
Mayor, as you call from our prior meetings, we are now switched to this concept, so Ms. Iván completed this one again, based with input and reports from staff. Department heads are here if you have any questions as well. Just highlight a few things. Going to page 11 of this report is actually sales tax data under the finance section. Our deposits for last week came in. So year-to-date, we're about 2% higher than we were before. A good sign, 2% is actually kind of where you want to be, where you expect to be, where you hope to be. It used to be considered good. So we are experiencing growth, which is a good thing. If you look at the next page, how do we compare to neighboring cities? We're still the highest in this area. And, you know, Benitez, for all the growth that they've had, they actually experienced a 6% drop in sales tax revenues. When you look at cities our size, they're at the bottom. You know, we were at 2%. Everyone else was either less than 1% or negative. You know, cities to the west of us, negative 4.5. Again, that's more of a reflection of the economy as it is. There's a whole lot of, you know, we know the economy, the challenges and the issues, rising prices, scares of tariffs, things, you know, all around this affected the economy. But locally here, I think we're doing okay. And then if we go to page 24, that's our summer sessions have kicked off with the track program, with our youth program, with our baseball programs. According to this track, we now are at 46 enrolled. It started off slow and it picked up tremendously, and people are registering every day.
Okay.
Golf, 24 people. Volleyball, 70. Is that right, Mr. Lugo? 70 people in volleyball.
How many in golf?
24?
24. Oh, that's good.
That's a good amount. And of course, baseball, you know, huge as well. I know Commissioner Ramirez, you were asking about this today as well, how our programs are going. So, yeah. Again, staff is here, department's here. Do we have any questions?
Mr. Lugo, where's Mr. Lugo?
Mr. Lugo? Right here.
How's it going over there in the summer program? Are we growing? Are we getting more kids?
On the summer camp, we have right now up to 60.
Okay.
Baseball, of course, our summer leagues, we have more than one. We're into baseball, basketball, volleyball, soccer, and flag football.
That number's
So-
gonna grow once moms start saying, no, let's go to La Casabonas.
Yeah, we
Summer
had
Well, it grew from last week to this week already.
Next week, it's gonna be bursting at the seams.
If you go, I mean, Mr. Leo has it also online when they're registered. I mean, we might get out here right now and there might be 20 kids already registered for all different sports.
Now, how much do we charge per?
Depending on the sport, it's 45 except for the golf
25?
and the track. 45, except for the track and the golf.
That's reasonable.
And our summer camp is
That's
one
low.
week.
Yeah, we're still,
Oh, yeah.
we're still on the lower
Okay,
compared to others.
what about
better
other
than a daycare.
areas that have rec centers, and what is their fee?
We're not at the highest, nor we're at the lowest. I think we're more or less like at the
65 to
at the
about
middle.
85,
Right,
75?
I mean, that's, you know, nobody wants to go up on the price, but my question to you is, are we doing okay with the 45?
I mean, if we could go 50 or 55, I mean, that would be
Right.
nice.
For
See,
example-
I need to hear from you, Rob,
Yes.
because, you know, I heard that in McAllen, it's $100 and some dollars. In Mission, it's close to $100, something like that. And
But
I
we're
said,
not
"Gee,
gonna
why
charge
was
that
we-"
if we don't need to.
You know, and of course, we're not associated with the Boys and Girls Club or anything like
Right.
that. We're
That's
a rec
correct.
center. It's very different.
What we do is during our budget workshops, staff is, you know, looks at other cities, we'll create a
Right.
spreadsheet, kind of a comparison, where we all have comparisons, and that's when, you know, if we need to raise the fees to keep up with expenses, we can do it. You know, for example, for the track, unfortunately, the school district is now charging us a fee to use the high school track, so we had to look at, okay, are we covering it enough on the registration
Right.
fee, or entrance fees, or things
Correct.
of that nature, so, no,
So
those are
that's
valid
something to
questions.
look at into the future.
I was gonna ask Mike, are we getting charged for the golf course? To
Well,
use the
on,
golf
on the
course?
golf, they went up on the piece for the kids. Now they're charging us $50 per child.
The
Used to be
golf
te-
course.
It used to be 10.
Oh my
The
gosh.
golf course, yeah.
But that's on the parent.
So only
No, that's
$10
what
will go
that's-
to,
That's,
To use the field.
that's our
to use
cost.
Yeah,
per
the-
child.
Well, we had talked
So-
about passing that cost on to the parent.
no, well,
Well, right now, they're paying
they're already
60.
paying 60,
They're
yeah.
paying 60 for
60
golf,
for golf, guys.
so then it would
Out of those
be
60.
110.
It all goes to the,
So the 10
The
is
school district.
for the shirt, or what is, what
Well,
is?
no, we're never given golf shirts for golf.
Oh,
we gotta pay
okay.
the coaches the golf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in the past, they were charging us $10 per kid for using the facility, $10.
But
And
now
then
it's
this year, they went up to 50 per kid, yeah.
Are we gonna have enough to pay the coach?
Well, it's
With only
it's in our
25
budget.
kids, $250?
That's-
School district's
that's
charging,
why-
maybe the school district should be
It- well,
paying the coach.
It-
I'm being facetious.
We're gonna have to
We need to look
talk
at that,
about
we
it,
need to look at it, because we had talked about doing something.
What is Sherry?
And we pay the coach pretty good as far as, because he's a professional with a degree and all that.
Well, some of the other cities have their own golf courses, so it's within themselves. It's, you know, in our case, we're relying on another entity, the school district, but like
Right.
Mission, Sherry, they own the golf course.
Right, they own the golf course, and they don't do that.
Right, so they don't have to, yeah.
Right, they don't have to.
And on the
They're-
track also, they don't
they're
get
school
charged. I
district
mean,
owns it?
Mission,
No,
McAllen,
Mission?
they get to use the
We're the
Oh, the
facilities and
city,
the,
the
yeah,
city,
yeah,
okay,
at no cost.
municipal, yes.
Yeah, they're
So,
municipal golf.
I mean, what could be the difference between Mission and school district not charging their kids or
And
the
the-
summer program and us? Why are we being charged?
But that's a
I
school,
mean,
that's a school district.
Our kids' parents already pay taxes here to the school district. It doesn't make any sense.
No, that's why.
It doesn't make any sense that our kids and our parents in La Jolla have to pay more for their kids to participate in the summer.
No, and you know what? We're, compared to Mission and Sherryland, our kids' socioeconomic status is less than Inspiration, which is a mile down the road, and yet, see, like the poor getting pushed down even more.
Well, it sounds like our
But
school is a business now.
Well, that's why I'm saying we gotta pass that cost on to the parent and not to us, or
Oh, see,
some.
we keep it over. It's not fair to our parents either. They're already being taxed.
Or ask Mission.
If you look at your tax statement, which is the highest taxable entity? Our school district. So why in the heck we're paying more? I don't know. It makes no sense.
Because a new administration took over in the state, and they're, you know,
They're in it
I'll
for
leave
money,
for another
obviously.
day conversation, but they don't, it doesn't seem like they're keeping the kids, you know, or the kids' best,
The best interest in mind of the kids and our parents and everyone else in our district.
Yep.
Yeah, because this is definitely not to profit off of it,
No,
it's to
and-
provide the service.
And we did, how many months of talking back and forth? You were involved heavily, Alejandra, too, with Mike, with the district, so we could try to get a rate where we
On
could
use of
still.
the track, yeah, with the
where
Palmview
we
High
could-
School
Yeah,
track.
we were even wanting to do
You
it,
know,
you know,
and-
it's a long story, but we gotta sit down and see how we can.
Can we afford
mediate.
that?
Yeah,
That's
I
the question. Can we afford it, Mr. Dewey?
Well, with the track meet that we do host, we at least try break even.
That's fine.
Yeah,
As
between
long as
the
we
track
break
meet
even.
and the kids piece, they're paying 60 also, but.
See, but you see what he said, break even, because we're not even trying to make money. We never have, we've always
No,
we always break even because
And
we
whatever-
always keep the
And
parents
that's
and the
fine.
kids in our
That's
community
fine.
in mind.
It's a service.
Yeah,
It's a
I
service,
know.
exactly, it's a service.
Exactly, but
But
now
we're
with.
in it for the money. We're in it to help the kids and our parents.
Exactly, because we know that, you know, and, you know, Palmview's a little somewhat wealthier than than even the county, because they can't even live in the city. And those are the kids that we wanna, you know, our kids.
Right.
Keep, help them and.
And I hate to just say, well, you know what, we're not gonna have the golf program
Oh,
because
no.
we just don't have the money.
I mean, the only other option would be to go to public comments and go and complain to the board,
It's
Or
not.
try, like we tried even talking to IDEA,
you know?
in case the track
you
deal
feel that
didn't work with
strongly
the
about it,
district.
that's what
We
we
talked
do.
to, we already
Why
had a
don't-
plan B with Mission, we had a, you know, let's talk to Sherry Golf. you
What,
know,
what about Mission? Can we still go run over there?
For the golf specifically?
or
No,
run
no, no,
track.
for track.
Well, on the,
We just come, they started last week, so we're already using Palmview High School.
How much are we paying for that?
Was it 10,000?
From 40.
And how much would we be paying in Mission?
If they did what they did last year, zero.
You see?
But then we'd also not
the only problem, well, there wasn't a problem, the
Yeah,
thing
the
is
kids
that,
won't go.
when we
And-
registered our
and-
track kids, we were up to about 80, 85.
By
And when,
hosting the
and
track
when we were
meet.
denied going to Palmview, half of the parents didn't wanna go to Mission, so they.
That's
you know,
part of why.
So we
and
refunded
it
their
was
money
gonna
back.
be, how much was it gonna be? 45,000?
Oh, this one, yeah,
And then we brought it down to
to 10?
10. Since we're trying to break even with the
With the
meet
track meet.
that we
the
have.
food and the vending and.
Let's
so we
bring
could
it down
break
to
even.
zero.
The what, sir?
Let's bring it down to zero.
That would be nice.
But we're talking to the wrong people here. We need to talk to the La Jolla ISD.
Yeah.
Just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
And I don't mean to
That's what I'm
offend
saying.
anybody. I'm just simply, you know, giving my opinion. Because our parents work very hard for their money. And, you know, it's just not fair. It's not. And I hope the superintendent is watching. It's not fair.
No, it's not fair. Bueno, let's keep on it. No, we've been through this, Javi. We've been on
No,
it
no
for
ifs, ands, or
3
buts about it.
months,
It's
4
not fair
months.
to our people, period.
I'm glad your voice, because everything you're saying is, we've been bringing it up for the last.
It's gonna have to be the superintendent. Exactly. But anyways,
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless
Yeah,
you.
we've been going through this headache for how many months now, Mike?
6 months, it's October, really.
We've been back and
To
forth
get to this
with
point.
her. He's met
it
with the
should have
su-
taken 1 minute, Ricky, when you think about our kids.
She's not thinking about it.
No. And I hope she's watching. I hope she's watching.
Or somebody that, somebody that gives a little
All
bit
right,
of.
I guess we can move on.
Well, again, so
I'm
that's
with
all
you,
we
brother.
have on the monthly reports. Again, just take this with you. If you have any feedback that you want to share with us, feel free to do so. And again, the staff.
I just want to ask the directors of all the departments if there's anything that y'all are lacking, anything we can help you with, is everything flowing good? Any of that, I know, I'm not putting you on the spot to come and tell us right now, but, please voice it to Michael and see how we can help. Well, we're here to support you all.
We'll have a director's meeting tomorrow. We have one after every agenda, every time we have a council meeting. So yeah, by all means, feel free to bring it up.
And there is one idea that I know for quite some years now, I've been asking, so I'm gonna ask again, if we can do headshots of our employees. I think we did that. I'm not sure if we have or not headshots, so that we can recognize them when we're celebrating a birthday. I don't think it's fair for it just to be council members, and I want everybody to have that spot on their special day, or if maybe there's a department that's going above and beyond that should be merits being recognized. I think it's something that we're missing, and I think it's important to build morale. So if we can get that going, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, when Idmar first came on board, as a matter of fact, we talked about that, creating a budget to do videos of highlights. Some, as far as, like birthdays or employee of the month, some of them are a little bit, don't. So we started doing the videos and the highlights, and as a matter of fact, me and Eva have been talking about this for a couple of months now, and I think she just worked on some. We said that we wanted to bring those back. So I think she just did 2 videos a week ago too. I don't know if they're being finalized, or can you share with us? I don't know, I think that she's got.
Oh, that's right, yes.
But yeah, they did the videos already, so they're just final edits, put them together so we can start putting them out there. We want to highlight the library, the programs, the summer things going on, as well as staff again, employee, it's kind of like an employee in the line, the spotlight, our department as a whole as well. So yes, we're definitely going to start pushing that more.
But headshots and birthdays.
Headshots and birthdays.
Please.
I like it.
Sorry.
Yeah, if the
All right.
employee's okay with it, then we can do it. I think we can do it.
Okay,
Who wouldn't be okay with it?
Some don't very.
Okay, they
don't
have
want it.
the right to opt out.
There you
But
go.
I think everybody has the right to have a choice.
But they'll take the cake.
Okay, that's it.
all right, good. No, that's very true. Good stuff, good stuff. At 8:05, we'll reside into executive session. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, we'll be back in a bit. Thank you.